Welcome to Rust and Ruin. This is episode 8, City of Light Part 4. Last time, our adventurers investigated the catacombs. They raided the dead, learned of a mysterious dead noble of the name Cora Devor, and encountered a hatchling insectoid creature that is now attacking the group. So, let's roll for initiative, shall we? Right into it.
Ooh.
Yikes. That's a 5. Alright, Valmea.
18.
Look at that. Orgle.
I got a 20 not nat.
Y'all are bringing it. Silsey. Not good. That's a nat 1. I'm not rolling well, so it'll go in your favor, I guess, a little bit, but also Silsey, if I'm playing Silsey. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Cool. Alright. Orgle, you're up first.
Alright, I think he's going to do something kind of crazy. And attack.
Crazy.
Alright, let's see. Starting off strong with an 8.
That does not hit.
Then he is very frustrated.
Valmea.
No.
Oh, Silsey. Welcome to the party. We just started. So, you're being attacked. You rolled a nat 1 because I'm rolling, and I'm rolling terrible. So,
Punishment for being late. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, punishment. So you'll go after the baby chicken. Chicken. I think we've done this before with something else that y'all thought was... I don't know. It was another creature that y'all called like a dog or something, and it wasn't a dog. It was like episode 1 or 2. Anyway, it was a long time ago. Valmea.
How far am I? I mean, like, am I close enough to use a quarterstaff?
That's a good question. You can get close enough. Let's see where you guys were on this map. Trusty map. So we go past the turtle coffins, or vomit coffin as it has been dubbed. You were past that chamber, and let's see. Yeah, you are 50. You're 40 feet from this. So what's your speed?
30. But that's okay. I'll use my short bow.
Awesome.
So, does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit. Because it's a baby.
It only deals 4 damage, though.
Oh, you know, that gets through the carapace, the thick carapace that it has, which is still, it's kind of molten because it's still kind of burning onto its body. It's a fresh baby. And it does take the damage. All right. It's time for the chicken. Okay, Valmea. It's going after you. Maybe because you shot at it. I don't know.
Is it moving towards her?
It is.
I'm glad you said that. I have a sentinel attack. So if it's trying to leave, I'm going to get an opportunity attack against it. And its movement's going to stop.
You take that opportunity.
That is a 24 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
And that is 8 damage.
Woo-wee! It's hurting. Yeah, so you break off its front claw. It's kind of just hanging there. This poor baby.
I turn to them and I just say, that's where all the good meat is. In the claw.
Right on cue. And it's gonna almost get to you, but not quite. Silsey.
All right. So, where am I?
You are 40 feet away from this baby chicken.
Perfect. So I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Cast away. That's a movie.
Rotisserie.
The creature, the chicken, needs to make a dex save. Needs to beat an 11.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. Gonna be close. Yep, nope. It fails.
Yay! Well, it only takes 2 damage, so
Okay.
pitiful.
Well, it is still in a lot of pain. Alright, back up to the top of the round. Oracle.
Alright. That is a 12.
12. Nope, you gotta beat a 12.
Bummer.
Valmea. It is now within striking range.
Okay. Cool. 16 with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, that hits.
So it does 3 damage.
It is okay, it's still alive. But it is hurting very badly. And you whack it upside the head. And it's kind of stunned for a moment. And now it's going to attack you, Valmea. And so it's going to slash at you with one of its claws. Ooh, didn't roll well. It's a 13.
It does hit.
Oh. Okay. Eight slashing damage.
So as a reaction, when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me, I can make a weapon attack against it. I think I'd like to do that now.
Ooh. Go ahead.
That is a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
and that is 10 damage.
How do you want to do this? As Matt Mercer says.
Well, Orgle definitely wants to eat it afterwards.
Definitely.
So I think
figured.
it's going to be more of a kind of like a pancake type deal. Where I'm going to kind of grab it by what I assume is its throat and just kind of lift it up and just get it down. See if I can get the shell off.
Yeah, so Orgle, you lift it up by the throat, body slam it to the ground, and part of its shell does crack, but not full shellage.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. I'm going to try to eat some of it.
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay. It's kind of gamey. Not gonna lie, it's kind of gamey.
It's very crunchy.
It does not go down smooth.
Yeah. It's gonna poke you a bit in the esophagus.
Ugh. Builds character, a meal like that.
All right.
Don't be shy, dig in.
I mean, if anybody else wants to partake.
I'll try it.
Silsey, give me a Constitution save.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, God.
I mean, Orgle's been eating stuff like this his whole life. Yeah, you start to chew it and you break off part of a tooth.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you invite me to eat this?
Orgle says something, but his mouth is full of another bite and just indistinguishable.
Oh, no.
No idea.
I think I'm losing a tooth.
Orgle, that is sustenance. So, yeah, that's definitely going to help you on your next con save versus exhaustion. Because that is coming up. All right. So just remember that you have advantage on your next Constitution save. Okay, so you have the body of this baby, this poor baby chicken, poor crunchy chicken, laying before you. What would you like to do? It's still very dark, by the way. Orgle, I don't believe that you have dark vision. Is that?
I want to find Cora.
Speaking of, what's your HP at?
We're looking at a really leveling 5 right now.
Very healthy, very healthy. You are feeling those effects.
And I have a point of exhaustion.
You do, that's correct.
I need to sleep.
And to eat. Yeah.
Did I take any damage before I hopped on here?
No.
Cool.
Do you want to
No, I'm just making sure. I never asked anything. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so it's dark. You have just left this chamber, and if you would like to go deeper down into the catacombs, you can, or you can go out, or you can go back into the chamber. It's up to you.
Why? What?
I think everything's really dead down here. Like it's been dead a long time.
We're not doing this. We're not leaving now. That's... we can... Why don't we do this? Why don't we go a little further? And then why don't we just camp out here for the night and get some rest?
Sounds good to me.
I don't want to sleep forever.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll wake you up.
I don't know what's worse.
I'm gonna get out a prayer book and just like.
This is like hell for Silsey. Okay, so would you like to make camp here in the middle of this hallway, or go somewhere else?
Probably somewhere a bit more discreet.
Okay. There is a chamber behind you, and in front of you there is the large vestibule.
Which one, boys?
Can I do an investigation on the chamber? Just see if there's any, like, traps or anything like that?
Yes.
$19.
Oh. Where are you looking specifically in the chamber? There are 3 little niches, and then there is a large stone tablature, I guess.
We'd probably just do like a perimeter, so we'd check like the entryway, see if there's anything that would like seal us in, and then I would just check the walls.
Okay. There's some cryptic graffiti on the walls. You're not really sure what language it is. Well, what languages do you speak?
Great question. Common, Giant, and Orc.
It seems familiar, but it's not a language that you know directly, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'll walk up to the other 2 and just say, I'm really sorry, guys. We shouldn't have spent any money on a room. It could have just stayed down here. This place is perfect. And then I'll go into the chamber.
Silsey, man.
Works for me.
I follow reluctantly.
Okay, so back in the chamber, there are no lights because the candles and lanterns all went out before. So it's still very, very dark. Valmea and Silsey, you can see a little bit. You have 60 feet, I believe. Which is pretty much the entire chamber, but you can't see into the individual niches. But yeah. So, who wants to take first watch, and what kind of camping would you like to do down here?
Orgo can take first watch. I'm fine with that.
I can go next.
Okay. Chelsea?
Then I can go after Robea.
Is anybody preparing any food? Do you have any rations or food?
I do have some rations.
You're gonna want to eat those.
Yeah. Well, I just had some chicken, so
That's true.
I'm stuffed. Thank you, though. I really shouldn't.
What do your rations look like? How much do you have?
I've got 20 pounds.
Oh, that's a good bit.
I got some food. Does anybody need some?
I have 2 pounds of rations, so like one day. But I will take them out and start eating.
Yeah. So, mark off a day's worth of rations in order to get your stamina back, to be vibrant in the morning. Must eat your supper. So 2 pounds. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, I am out of rations.
I got some if you need it.
It says,
Okay.
there is a rule that says you can subsidize on half rations. Anyway, so
It's been removed. I was hungry.
yeah, you definitely are. You're very hungry. So go ahead and remove that. And anything else? What else would you like to do before the evening expires?
I have a bedroll, so I'm going to pull that out during sleep.
I'm going to prop up against the wall and with a prayer book and meditate for a while before I go to sleep.
What is that? Give me some flavor there. Who's your goddess again?
Miley. So yeah, I'm gonna be just kind of perched up, head sitting up against the wall, just being real still, reading, muttering prayers, and just trying to make it through the night.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Okay. 19.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now it all comes down to my leaky, right? So, as you're praying and you have your prayer book out, you're reciting prayers that you learned as a child. You do feel a warm sensation come over you, and it's calming. It kind of subdues some of your fears. All right. So first watch, Orgle. You can give me a perception check and tell me what Orgle's up to.
So, Orgle doesn't have dark vision, so he is staring into the black void of nothingness. He heard some muttering, like, trail off, and whatever was in that chicken is, like, affecting him however it might. So, he's just vibing. Perception check. Let's see. That's going to be a 20, not nat.
Ooh, Orgle's rolling well.
He is on a higher plane of existence because of that chicken.
He must be. So, Orgle. You hear several things over the course of your watch. And I'll give you an option, so we'll take it in steps here. So the first thing is you almost hear what you think are voices. Not close, but definitely echoing off walls and maybe reverberating back to you in this chamber.
Is it in a language I understand? Can I decipher any words?
It is in Common or Vorian. And you only pick up bits and pieces. But what you gather is that it's several people who are investigating, kind of like y'all are, investigating the catacombs. Also, you know that this is probably past midnight. And Valmea did...
I get the sense that the voices are approaching, you know?
No. Valmea did say that there were 32 other people alive in the catacombs. She learned that supernaturally.
I think since we're kind of off into a chamber somewhere, I'm not going to initiate anything, and I'm going to wait to see if anything gets closer or louder or more dangerous.
And the second thing you hear, let's change it a little bit. Second thing you hear it sounds like the slamming of a wooden door. And then you hear a high-pitched scream.
Mm-hmm.
And then silence.
Could I gather if it was like a humanoid or a creature that was screaming?
The high-pitched scream was definitely humanoid.
Okay. And, like, relative to the voices, like, did it seem closer, further away? Was it more, like, reverberated because of the echoes, or...?
A little bit of both. You think it sounds closer, but then again, it was a louder noise. The voices were trying to be quiet.
Slam, scream, and then silence.
Yes.
Orgle thinks whatever happened resolved itself, and I'm just going to sit here. I'll let Valmea know when it's her turn to do watch. Like, I'll share everything I've heard, but I'm not going to do anything.
Gotcha.
It's called growing as a person.
Yeah.
You don't just run into danger.
Orgle is growing. That is true.
Old Orgle would have ran in.
Right into the woods.
Not this time. Nice try.
Fool me once.
And then continue always.
Okay. Yeah, so your watch comes to an end.
Cool.
So Orgle comes over to you, Valmea, and stirs you awake.
Let me give you a little bit of an update. What happened? First of all, good morning, or whatever it is. I'm not checking to see if you're like even fully awake just yet. First things first. Voices, not a threat, far away. There was a slam and a scream. That was a while ago. Nothing since. Good night.
Good night.
And I just. Are there coffins in here or?
Mostly drawer tombs.
Okay.
That you.
Then I'll pull out my bedroll then, and I'll just lay on that.
If you really wanted to, you could pull out all the urns from one of these drawers and get inside of it. That is an option.
Too much work. I'll just use the bedroll. That's fine.
Fair. All right, Valmea. What is Valmea doing during her watch?
Just chilling. Just, sitting there staring into space.
Give me a religion check.
Oh no. Let's see. 17.
Nice. So, we covered a little bit of this outside of game, but for those watching, Valmea now has the blood-bound pact with her spirit guides. And so what this constitutes is she can either summon them or try to summon them, or perform a health leech, which is an attack roll, and she can do necrotic damage, take it and transfer it to herself or a creature near her. If you try to summon your spirits, you must do so with your holy amulet. And even then, it's not a certainty that they will come. And then you will roll a D100, and I can remind you of this later. You'll roll a D100 to see if they answer, how they answer, and how many questions they'll answer.
All right. Cool.
So that is the blood-bound pact. All right. So, now, you're going to give me your perception check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
That's good. So, behind the screen, you're not going to really know what this means, I guess. But if you can see that.
7 or 1.
That is my second nat 1 of the day.
Mm.
Yeah. Not rolling well.
It's good for me, though, I think.
Maybe.
For now.
So, again, two things happen. The first thing, you see out in front of you what looks like to be a small female child pedaling on a unicycle. Just pedaling through the catacombs.
So it's not in my head.
You can make an intelligence check. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll
18.
say 18 is very good. I was gonna say like insight maybe, or even investigation. But 18's good enough. You don't believe this is inside your head.
What did it look like again?
It is a small female child in a blue dress with puffy, curly red hair. And she is pedaling on a unicycle. And you hear the tinkle of bells. Ding, 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 ding.
She didn't see us?
She doesn't give any notice of you.
I'm not doing a single thing. Go right on by.
Again, fair. And you see as she pulls out a long scepter, a long, thin scepter, and she continues to pedal in place, and she sticks it into the drawer of urns, and you hear this strange sound that sounds like a cranking or turning of gears, and then it and she pulls it out, and then her head turns up like this and then does a 180 to look at you. The rest of her body is still facing towards the drawer, but her head is turned all the way around to look at you.
Fair enough.
And you see milky white eyes, no pupils, a cake of white pasty makeup with dark red lipstick and blush. And she smiles.
Okay. Meta game. I don't know if anyone actually knows or remembers this, but my eyes are completely white.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me would like to think that because of that, that there's kind of this little connection, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
So
Go for it.
I'll just like smile and nod, like, hey, acknowledge her. But I'm not saying anything yet.
Okay. With that nod, she takes her scepter, kind of puts it under her arm, and pedals on over to you.
Aw.
And you see that her face is porcelain. And the jaw is a hinge. And it comes down and then goes back up, and you hear words come out. She says, "Hi, my name is Carrie."
Hi, Carrie. Nice to meet you.
Can I have that?
Have what?
And she points at you.
Can you have me?
Ha 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 ha. No, silly.
You're gonna have to be more specific, Carrie.
And her head turns to the side. She says, "Your soul."
Oh. Yeah, not right now. Maybe at some point. I'm still using it right now.
Can we sign a contract?
Probably not. Not right now.
Her head goes down a little bit. And then she looks
I'm
back
just
up.
trying to.
Say what?
I'm just trying to chill right now.
I was never given a name.
She looks back up at you. And she says, "That's fine. The one I have is okay. For now."
I'm very glad to hear that, Carrie.
See you soon.
See ya.
And she pedals away.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm like, the boys are never gonna believe this.
That's the first thing you hear.
God.
The second thing you hear is like the slamming of a wooden door. And then a high-pitched scream that gets strangled off, and then silence.
Is it like right beside me?
No, it's coming from further down the hall.
Not doing a thing about it. Not right now.
Fair. This is unnatural. It's another nat 1. That is 3, and 2 in a row, by the way. 2 in a row.
That's crazy.
Good.
These are stealth checks that I'm failing, by the way. Failing so miserably.
Good.
Before your shift is over, you hear our final thing, and that is what sounds like a slurping that is echoing off the walls.
Any idea of how close that is?
Sounds about as close as the door slam and the scream. Which is to say, who knows?
Okay. For Silsey's sake, I'm going to go ahead and just peek out into the hallway and look both ways and see if I see anything. I'm not walking out there. I'm literally just sticking my head out and looking.
Oh, so you're going outside the chamber. Are you going past the baby chicken body corpse?
No, I'm not leaving the chamber. I'm just sticking my head out enough to be able to see down the hallway.
Ooh.
For if I do see anything.
You see a little bit past the baby chicken. And you see out to where that large vestibule is, and there is a door that is open.
How far is that?
60 feet. Right at the edge of your sight. If you would have stayed in the chamber, you wouldn't have seen it.
But I don't see anyone.
No.
Good enough for me. I'm going back into the chamber.
All right.
I'll wake Silsey. Silsey?
Yeah. Hey.
Rise and shine. I'm going to tell you some stuff, okay? And I don't need you to ask me a bunch of stupid questions. I just need you to listen, okay?
It's hurtful that you would think I would ask stupid questions.
Well, you know. Okay. If Carrie comes to you and asks...
Who's Carrie?
What did I say about stupid questions?
How is it? Okay,
Listen,
okay.
I'm going to grab you by the shoulders. Listen, if Carrie comes to you and asks if she can have your soul, just be nice and say no thank you. And she'll go away.
Are you sure? That sounds terrifying.
She did it for me. And also, don't go in the hallway. All right, good night.
Good night.
As I'm like getting back onto my bedroom, I'm gonna be like, oh, by the way, if you end up needing anything, wake Gorgo before you wake me. Good night.
I kind of try to whisper to myself, like, what if her soul just sucks?
This is impossible. This is impossible.
No.
This is impossible. 4. This is 3 in a row. And I'm rolling normally. Like, I'm shaking it up, and it's got to be loaded dice. I don't know. It's strange. Some weird happenings tonight. That's for sure. So, I mean, when you fail that badly at a stealth check, there's no need for perception. What you don't see Carrie. You do hear the sound of a loud door slamming shut. This time, a lower scream. You don't know about the high screams, but the viewers. a lower scream, like a male humanoid scream.
How far away does it seem?
That's right, because Valmea didn't tell you. It echoes off the wall. You can't place it. It doesn't sound far.
Somebody might need help. I'm gonna poke my head out.
So you're looking out into the chamber?
Yeah, I'm like shaking though. Like shaking as I'm doing this.
And you have...
I don't want to, but I feel like I need to.
You have dark vision. At the edge of your dark vision, you see a door that swings open.
By itself.
That's all you see.
Seemingly. There's nothing. Is there a light? Do I see anything behind the door?
Nope.
I gotta say something. I'm just gonna. What? Hello?
You say this out into the hallway, or
Yep.
are you going into the large vestibule?
I'm just saying it out towards the door. I'm saying it. I'm still just poking my head out.
That one's a nat 20. It's the best of both worlds, I guess. You don't hear anything.
Well, I'm gonna. So I didn't hear anything. I'm gonna slowly go back into the. I'm just gonna say, well, thanks, Carrie. Because I'm like backing back into the chamber.
Typical night in the catacombs. So, yeah, you don't hear anything else for the rest of the night. And the morning comes. You don't see any light. You just sense some passing of time. You're not sure how long it's been.
Full rest long though, right?
Yes. It's at least been a full rest.
Okay.
So, sometime on the morning or maybe afternoon of the 11th of Kelsimber, Tilsey comes to wake up a party. All right. It's morning time. What routine would you like to establish here in the catacombs?
That was a full rest, right?
Yes.
And the exhaustion point?
Have you eaten anything?
Yes, I had those rations.
That's right. Yes. You can
Sweet.
get rid of it. You can get rid of the exhaustion level.
Nice. Alright. So really, I'm just gonna wake up and start packing my stuff, and I'm kind of eager and excited for the long adventure we're about to go on.
So.
Oh, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, so did you see Carrie?
I don't think so. I didn't. I just saw a door, and
That's a shame.
I heard screaming.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't Carrie.
Screaming. Who's Carrie, by the way?
Oh, don't worry. Carrie was just like this little porcelain girl on a unicycle that wants people's souls. Really sweet, though.
Oh, but that was my next question, was if she was sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Really nice girl. Loved her.
Well, let's go, I think.
I'm ready.
Orlo's gonna, look over his shoulder really quick. He's kind of freaking out now.
You do see track marks. Looks like some sort of wheel has been through.
Ooh. Can I do a survival check to see if we can follow these tracks? Or go the other way?
We should follow him, because I just realized I need to ask Carrie to lead us to Cora.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I got a 16 on a survival check to follow. Usually it's for tracking animals, but I assume I can track unicycles in Catacombs.
Yeah, you can follow these tracks. Or this track, I guess.
Yeah, this is a fresh unicycle track, you can tell.
That's her. That's Carrie.
Someone's been jaunty and aloof recently.
Oh, and she had this really cool, she had a sword, and she stuck it in here. I'm pointing. And then she twisted it, and then the urns were there. I'm guessing the souls that she was using.
She sounds lovely.
Yeah, she does sound really nice. With that 16, do I see the tire tracks lead somewhere, or is it one of those things where it only goes so far and then it's gone?
So you can follow them all the way out into the large vestibule if you'd like to.
Alright, I'm going to make a big scene of just the hunt is on! Come on! Carrie's gotta sleep sometime!
Are we gonna kill her?
No! She's really nice! Someone really needs to tell you to stop asking stupid questions. And then I walk out to the vestibule.
You see a door that is closed. It is on the opposite side of the hall. But, yeah.
Is this the same door that I saw open?
Yep.
I will share that with everyone. But, oh, yeah, this was open last night after I heard screaming.
You know, I heard a door slam. I wonder. I'm going to take the door and I'm going to open it and try to slam it and see if it sounds the same.
It does sound the same. Make a perception check, everyone.
That's wild. It's the same door.
You're all so stupid.
I really needed to know if it was the same door.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
I'm sorry.
Cam is dead.
This coming from the tiefling chick who talks to spirits and sees girls on unicycles in the middle of the catacomb. I mean...
Oh,
Perception. Okay.
9 doesn't cut it.
Yeah, I figured.
16.
I got a 15.
Ooh. So 15 and 16 are pretty good.
Everybody but me.
Yeah.
Way to go, guys.
So
I was really listening for that door, so I was ready.
Orgel opens and slams the door, and Valmea's like, yeah, sounds the same. Yeah. But you both got a glimpse inside, and within this door, there's a small little niche, like in the chamber, and at the back of this little indenture, there's a long, large coffin standing upright.
It's not the direction it's supposed to be.
How tall was Carrie with and without the unicycle?
Oh, Carrie was a small girl. She was actually porcelain, so I don't think she'd really need a coffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the unicycle tracks lead towards the coffin?
They don't.
We can open it, though.
We're already here.
We can open it.
Didn't you open like 5 or 6 coffins when we first got here?
I said we can open it.
Oh, I thought you said you can open it.
So for the record, Carrie's track leads in the opposite direction. Just for the record. So who would like to open this?
At this point, I no longer care. So I'm fully willing.
Strength check.
Probably not going to go well, but we'll try. 15?
15. So this is a lighter coffin. The door is easier to open. And you swing it open. And something falls into your face and then sways back. And you see that it is a long, skinny, pasty white humanoid with long, pointy ears. And there's blood all over his mouth and dripping down his body. And he's wearing rags. And he is swaying. His eyes are closed.
So he's bleeding right now.
I mean, you
Oh,
can,
he's alive?
you can make an investigation check.
I will.
Um,
7.
7.
Oh, I
There's
got
blood.
a 21.
21 is better. 7. Still see, yeah, they buried this guy alive. Like, what were they doing? 21. This is a creature that Valmea, as a tiefling, you've heard stories about. And you've heard to stay away from them. This is a specific type of vampire that no longer has a functioning mind, almost like a zombie.
Zombie vampire. Perfect. Okay. Well,
I am about to cast Spare the Dying. Try trying to heal this humanoid that's been buried alive. So,
he has no idea that this is a zombie vampire.
My character doesn't know that yet. That's why I'm doing that.
Well, I mean, I would say like, oh, I recognize.
Then definitely say it, because he's gonna do something.
I'm going to touch it right now. I'm like trying.
I would have said like, stop. I recognize this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead if you want, but Valmeo would have said like, oh, I know what this is.
I'm going to touch it, but I try to stop because
I'll like grab your hand and be like, don't touch that.
Yeah, and she relays this through a story that she heard as a young tiefling.
When I was a little lad. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's about this being called a Nosferatu.
So after that story, Orgo's going to go up to Silsey and just grab him by the shoulder and be like, "Are you crazy, man? We're losing focus. We need to find the little porcelain girl on the unicycle." And I look up and I'm like, "Sorry, sir," and I lightly shut the coffin and turn around.
That's good.
Yeah, the tracks, they're not in here, so you have to leave this little section and go back out.
Follow those tracks.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you are following these tracks. Yeah.
It's either that or a feral vampire.
Fair. Yeah, they lead all the way down the vestibule and into a large chamber where there are... Well, are you going all this way? Are you following? This is a good 120 feet.
Yeah.
I guess, I would probably have a torch out too, because I don't know how good my vision would be. So, to follow this trail.
Mm-hmm. Saves you from various spiders.
I already ate, so I'm good.
And also saves you from tripping down these stairs as you walk into this large chamber where there are 3 coffins lined up against the wall, and there are 2 tables in front of the coffins piled high with rotting food. All kinds of rotting food, like different kinds of soured meats that definitely smell and have maggots like coming out of them. All kinds of vegetables and fruits. And speaking of fruits, you do see a couple of strange pink kind of prickly fruits that are hanging in the corner of this room, almost as if they're growing out from the wall. Those look fresh though. What's on the table? Not fresh.
And Carrie?
Carrie's track goes all the way around this table up to the 3, beside the 3 coffins, and then seems to complete a circle where it connects back with the track and loops in on itself. Merges with the other track. Or disappears.
Can I do an investigation check to see if the track seems twice as thick? as it should be
Sure.
for unicycle.
Yeah.
Or more than twice.
Yeah.
Hold on. $22.
Okay. So, in your investigating, you are feeling around on the ground, and you're poking around where the track is. Your fingers push through the mud, and you touch a wooden floor. But the track seems just as thick as it was.
Okay. Alright. I think, I'm just gonna say, maybe we should open these coffins.
There are 3 of them, 3 of us.
Back to this again.
Why not?
I'll let you 2 pick first. We gotta do it at the same time.
Strength checks, all 3 of you.
Perfect idea. What could go wrong?
Oh.
Oh, no. Rolled a 4.
You don't open
Oh,
yours.
so did I. 4.
Silsey, you
17.
don't. Oracle's the only one who opens his.
2, 3.
Both Valmea and Silsey just can't lift it.
You guys.
There is a goblin in this coffin, Orgle, but it almost doesn't look like a being at all, because the skin has been it is tight like saran wrap on it, as if the juices were sucked out of this being.
I'll turn to them and just be like, get a load of this dirtbag. What a creep. I definitely win. You don't even have to open yours. No, you're right. Let's open the others. I'm going to try to open Celsius.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll help.
24.
Okay, never mind. It doesn't even.
That is
One
open.
hand rip it.
This one is a sad, but it's a young girl, and the blood and whatever else has been sucked from her completely, where it's shriveled her skin up close to her body.
Oh, Celsius, this is a bummer. You lose. This is a horrible coffin.
I don't lose for acting.
Yeah, I'm gonna close this back.
I'll try to open the last one. 20. Not nat.
You managed to open it. Silsey, when you close yours, there's a boom as it shuts. You just let it slam.
Mm-hmm.
And Orgle, in this one, is a human man, by the looks of it. Also, same thing. This one looks like the skin is. It looks like the same thing happened, but it's kind of like sagging off of the bones.
I just go, gross. I definitely won. That goblin's such a creep. The nastiest of the bunch.
No Carrie.
No Carrie.
But you said she looked like a little girl,
Yes.
and she wanted your soul.
Yes.
Maybe she took the souls of these.
Yeah, she wasn't very happy with the current soul that she had. But she said it would do for now. And her voice got all like low and booming when she said for now. But she was still nice.
I was going to ask if she was still nice at that point.
Yeah. I mean, she sounded a little bit like doomy.
Okay, but still nice.
But yeah, after that, she was fine.
I
Just one of those days for her, I guess.
Okay.
I definitely think we need to kill Carrie.
We're not killing Carrie. First of all,
Sounds familiar.
I don't know if you even... I don't know if you even could kill Carrie. She's like porcelain. And second of all, she steals people's souls. So I don't like what's to keep her from just stealing our souls if we tried to kill her. Especially because she was nice. Like, why would you kill her if she's nice?
By all accounts, she's nice.
You ask stupid questions. Like, no, we're not going to kill her.
I didn't ask.
Oh, he's got you there.
Gosh.
So, I mean, you could try the food.
What if, and hear me out, this is crazy. What if she did an ollie down the stairs?
She's just doing tricks now because she's bored.
That would explain the lack of tracks.
Speaking of Ollie, Silsey, your tree frog pet, comes wiggling out of one of the pockets of your tunic and crawls up onto your shoulder.
Ollie! Hey, bud.
He does not respond. He accepts it. Yeah. So you want to hang out with
We're
Ollie?
going
And
to investigate the stairs. Yeah.
investigation. So you can go up the stairs. You can investigate. The rest of this vestibule.
At this point, I'm looking around to see if there are any like small bugs or anything that I can feed to Ollie.
This place is riddled with they need a pest person to come by.
Yeah, I might. I'm gonna not maggots, but like if they're actually flies.
Plenty of flies.
Might try to catch a fly or two to feed my frog.
Yeah, and you see that your frog is perfectly capable. As soon as you get close, he's able to catch him some food. So y'all make your way back up the stairs and back out into the vestibule, where the end of the hall, there's no way forward. It looks like just a wall, and you have 2 lanterns.
Orgel still has his torch. Are the lanterns lit?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and light those lanterns just to see if anything happens.
All right. They're burning really high. Lots of debris and dust in the air.
Can I investigate the wall?
Sure. Yeah.
15.
there's a section where it looks like the wooden paneling is not lined up.
Do maybe a strength check to see if I can kind of push it or do anything with it, see if it moves at all. It's a 21.
Yeah, so you push through this, and it actually collapses beneath your force. And there's a hole now.
Alright, so working theory. Not only can Kara get wicked hair, she's incredibly strong. Another reason to befriend her. So see.
Obviously, I'm outnumbered.
It looks as if this is a continuation of the hallway.
I'll go through.
Okay, so you can see to the end since you've lit a couple lanterns, and you have your torch. This is an 80 by 40 foot room. And there is nothing on the walls and nothing on the floor except for a salt ring, candles in the middle, and there are also some roots and flowers.
Kind of like a seance of some sort.
Kinda.
Are the roots and flowers dead?
It looks like it. Yeah.
So, theoretically, been there for a little while.
Yeah. You can do an investigation check on them, though.
Sure. $15.
Yeah. They're not. They haven't rotted. It's as if they have been used up. The moment you touch one, it turns to dust.
Okay. Well, who's ready to find Cora?
Doesn't look like she's in here.
Yeah, no. You say her name, no, nothing happens.
Yeah. Okay. So, I was told that we're going to have to go like 1,000 feet or more into the catacombs to find Cora. And I would guess that right now we are not very far.
Yeah, you are maybe 100 feet down.
So, we're probably closer to the entrance than Dakota, so why don't we just,
Really get moving? Yeah, I agree. Gotta find Cora.
Heck. Why do we need to find Cora? Is that a stupid question again?
It's very obvious. And I'll let Valmea explain why we need to. But I want to emphasize, it's really obvious.
Absolutely it is. The reason is she has cool stuff and her name was on a list. Therefore, we have to go investigate. Duh, Celsi. What's wrong with you? Stupid questions get stupid answers. Let's go.
We cannot confirm nor deny she also uses a unicycle. Are you ready to make that call? Or do we need to investigate further?
Let's carry on the unicycle.
There could be multiple unicycles. I need you to expand your mind.
Oh, God. Oh, my Leaky.
It could be our Leaky.
Okay. Make a religion check, since you've brought up my Leaky.
21.
Wow. So, you feel that same sensation come over you, except this time it is a cooling sensation. And it makes you shiver. You don't get a good feeling from it.
So my Leaky does not want me to be down here. So what I'm interpreting from that. I really think we should go back.
Alright, listen. If you guys want to go back and miss out on cool stuff, then fine, we can, but we're going to the hospital if we leave.
We can always come back too.
I guess that's true.
I don't think the dead are going anywhere.
You never know. Carrie is.
Feels like Carrie's going everywhere.
Carrie's going places.
She is going places. Literally.
She kind of sounds alive, though.
I'm pretty okay with not sleeping down here again. I will say that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we need to get our business done. Looks around. While it's daylight? Or we just need to come back later.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe
go see if it's daylight.
we can always come back more prepared. Why did we come in here in the first place?
I think
I think it's very obvious, and Silsey will be able to explain it to you. But I just want to point out that it is very obvious.
You hear the phrase, "Give me 10 bodies," echoing in your mind.
Oh yes, that spell.
Give me 10 bodies.
I hope you two are happy. Let's go, I guess.
The whole way out, I'm going to be loudly saying, "Bye, Carrie. Sorry we couldn't meet. It's a shame. I think we would have got along really well. I have a really great soul."
Oh, no.
No.
It's big and juicy.
Oh, stop.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it is.
As you're making your way out, you do hear the tinkle of bells.
Oh.
Carrie?
You're past the rotten food chamber. You have passed the chamber where you originally saw Carrie, and going up the stairs towards the turtle coffins when Orgle says this, and you hear the tinkle of bells. Yeah.
I'm gonna call out. Carrie, is that you?
You do not get a response.
Carrie. Oh, you're friends.
3 fresh souls! Get them while they're hot!
So you pass the turtle coffins. They're still open and they smell very badly. Orgle, you see your vomit still all over one of the bodies.
Sick. Hate to be that guy, right?
And you make your way out and open the door, or one of the large doors, that leads you into the setting sun of Solaria.
Is there anyone around?
There are people at the medic tents, and you see a few humanoids going into the hospital.
How long are we in there?
30 years!
You joke, but no, I'm just kidding.
Let me start giving him ideas.
Yeah, so you are out in the middle of the hospital district. Where would you like to go?
The hospital.
Some of you are.
Catacombs.
I can't remember that. It was 30 years ago, though.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you're welcomed into the hospital by this young male tiefling who is purple skinned. He says, "What can I do for you?"
I'm like gesturing over because you're both tieflings and he's a male tiefling. I'm like, hey, I'm alright.
Yeah, I'll start elbowing you. I'm so covered in like chicken grease. There's like bits of it on my beard. Yeah. I know what Celsius doing. I'm doing it too.
Excuse my friends.
Are you all injured?
I don't know. Are any of us injured?
This one might have a broken heart, if you know what I mean.
I can't tell if he's hitting on me.
I might have hurt my head. I don't know. I feel great. Better than ever, honestly.
You don't look so good, but you've come to the right place. We can fix you up and get you on your way. Young lady.
I have no idea. I wanted to come here, and I don't remember why. So
You're a little distracted.
maybe my head's a little messed up too.
It must be fate.
We can get you checked out. And good sir. And he looks at you, Silsey.
He's gonna be checking you out.
So you don't need anything, do you? Well,
I have this ringing in my ear that looks...
So he takes you up. You're seen by a physician, and you are given some medicines if you will partake.
Sure.
Yes? No? Okay.
We'll gladly take whatever's offered to him.
Yeah.
I give it a little sniff test after the last thing I just blindly tried.
Yeah, you can definitely sense that there are some different herbs and stuff mixed up into this concoction.
Okay. I kind of wait a second and let Valmea try it first.
Question.
Yes.
What are these meds for?
He says pain medicine.
Does it like heal?
It doesn't necessarily heal, but he's gonna patch you up, and some rest will help.
Why do I need pain meds?
He's basically giving you Tylenol. This is, it's essentially what it is.
Okay.
It's not gonna help a lot. It's gonna help a little bit.
Can I get some of these for the road?
Sure, but this is free. But if you're gonna take some with you, it does cost a little money.
Okay. How about a trade?
A trade? We don't do trades here.
Barter!
Wait till you see this.
If you were actually sick, we would send medication with you, though, for free.
What?
No.
Seriously, all we need to do is get sick, and you'll give us medicine?
I was sick in the catacombs.
You are given a bill. It's no charge, though. That basically says that you were seen, and by that, you learn that 2 days have passed. You are fed well, and you are you get a full night's rest. You eat again in the morning, and we're now on the morning of, just so we're all clear, morning of the 13th of Kelsimber. And that is where we'll stop. And I think you guys you're either going to be heading, and I guess you can decide this next time, heading towards the university or the catacombs again. You can make that decision next time. Join us to see if it's Groundhog Day. And if we relive this. But thank you, and come join us next time.